part one, which is your sunrise and sunset. And now we're going to add some green screen footage. To import footage into After Effects, you can do File, Import, File, or you can double click in the project panel and that will open up your desktop, the Finder, so that you can bring in your footage. We're all going to bring in dancing zebra footage. And if you want to look at the footage, if you double click on it, you can see it, and if you can play it. And there's a dancing zebra in front of a green screen. We're going to take that dancing zebra and drag it down into the timeline. And as you notice, in terms of the layers, it's at the bottom, so we can't see our zebra. So I would like you to drag it up to the top layer so we can see our zebra. In the effects panel to the right, in the search area, type in key light. And we're going to drag the effect key light 1.2 and drag it on top of our zebra. Now our control panels for this key light is over in the upper left-hand corner. Where it says screen color, we're going to click on the eyedropper and we're going to choose the color we want to eliminate. And that did a pretty clean key, but we still have some spill over here in some various places. So if I open Screen Mat, I'm going to clip the black, and if you notice when I do that, now a lot of this has gone away. Now if I play this, it's playing very slowly right now because it's rendering. Now, my zebra is a little big here, and I want to change the zebra size. So if I stop this for a moment and click on the layer Dancing Zebra, and if I hit S on the keyboard for scale, I'm not going to keyframe his size. I'm just going to make him smaller. And if you notice now, we have this line at the bottom of the zebra footage. And I want to get rid of that. And the easiest way for me to do that is to crop it. So I'm going to go to my effects and presets and I'm going to type in crop. And I'm going to drag that on. And now I'm going to crop the edges. And so I'm just going to crop, ooh, it was at 5. 5 was too much. Let me come down. And if I just crop it even less than 1%, I'm going to get rid of that line. Now, when I play, my zebra will be a little smaller, and I could actually move that zebra around in the frame if I want. And I would do that using the position keyframe, and that would be P on your keyboard. And now I could just drag and put him somewhere else, wherever I want my zebra in the frame. So that's how we would key out or green screen our zebra. So now you try, and you can put him anywhere in your composition. Now, one other thing I'd like you to try is adding some other elements here in the frame. And when you do that, I want to make sure that you don't have any of your layers selected. Right now, Dancing Zebra is selected, grass is selected, sun, sky. If you click here in the gray area, nothing is selected. And maybe I want to add some stars to the sky. And as I'm dragging, if I use my up arrow, we'll add more points to my star. The down arrow will eliminate them. So I can decide how many stars do I want, and maybe there we go. And here I have my first star, And as always, I'm going to control click and rename that star 1. And then now I might want to make another star. Make a small one here. I may make a group that will all be in the same layer. I'm going to rename this group of stars. And then I want to put a few on the other side. And now I have, this will be renamed, I'll call it group 2 of stars. And now let's take a look at what we have. The stars are in the sky, and maybe the opacity needs to change. And so I'm going to change the opacity. If you hit T on the keyboard, T for transparent or opacity, I'm going to initiate a keyframe here. And as the sun comes up, I'm going to turn the opacity down. When the sun comes all the way up, I'm going to have it set down to 0. And then towards the end, I'm going to have my opacity increase a little bit. Increase. And when the sun is fully down, I'm going to have it as vibrant up to 100.